The Union Carbide facility in Welland opened in 1907. Cars barely on the road. Electric cars? That was pure science fiction. More than 110 years later, the graphite made on that site could now be on its way to power fleets of electric cars. Steve Charest has made a career out of refurbishing unwanted land.
We have a history of buying former industrial sites, remediating them, cleaning them up, knocking down the old buildings and building new construction on.
His company bought the abandoned Union Carbide land in Welland 6 years ago, and he accidentally uncovered a forested over landfill jam-packed with finished synthetic graphite. You know the saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure? Well, Union Carbide didn't know what to do with some of its leftover synthetic graphite, so it dumped it right here, about 500,000 tons of it. Well, decades later, it now has a use, and it is not cheap. Graphite, specifically synthetic graphite, is a major part of electric vehicle batteries.
Graphite currently supplied is reliance on Chinese supply. That price is anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 US a ton.
Assuming there's about 500,000 tons of graphite here, at a current value of about $14,000 a ton, these mounds of what look like dirt could be worth upwards of $7 billion.
Frankly, we don't have to build the plant to produce this material. It's been produced over almost 100 years for us already. We have to sort it and process it and decide who we're going to sell this material to.
Charest says he plans to sell the materials to North American manufacturers exclusively.
Bringing back the expertise of manufacturing this country was built on. That's what this story is, getting back to the future, and it couldn't happen at a better time.
With that, Charest has brought back retired Union Carbide workers as consultants, and they couldn't be happier.
Now we're going to dig it up and process it, and there's your powder for electric batteries.
Stuff that we made many years ago and didn't think we had a use for now becomes very valuable and is needed for society to, to build batteries.
We're going to start recycling graphite that was scrapped 20, 30, 40 years ago, but now it's useful.
It's thrown out at one time, and how we can bring it all out of the ground and use it again and really get some value.
Speaking of refurbishing industrial land, Charest just bought the abandoned U.S. steel mill nearby and will renovate that to be the graphite processing plant. He hopes he can create anywhere between 250 and 300 jobs.